Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're going over to Bozeman to pick up the 182 from its annual inspection. Flying the Jetprop from Missoula to Bozeman, we took off IFR through a little IMC, then a really nice flight over there. I was dropped off and waited for the 182 to get done, then flew it home. I encountered a little bit of weather along the way, so make sure that you watch the video to see how I dealt with that. I hope you enjoy. So today we're taking off on the Missoula 5 departure out of Missoula. You can see here on this chart that the top altitude is 14,000 feet, and we're taking off our runway 12, which if you look at the airport, it's a right turn to heading 189 to intercept the 159 radial to Itbug at or above 7,800, and then you usually make a left turn back to the Missoula VOR. If you do climb fast enough and hard enough, the Spokane departure will actually vector you towards your destination or even clear you direct if you get a good rate of climb. And in this Jetprop, we obviously get a really, really good rate of climb. If you look down at the description, it's takeoff runway 12, climb right turn heading 189 to intercept and proceed to the Missoula 159 radial to cross Itpug at or above 7,800, then on your transition or side altitude. If you're doing the Missoula transition, it's left turn back over 159 to the Missoula VOR DME. I wish I recorded more B-roll for you guys on the ground, but the afternoon got kind of hectic for finishing up the last minute items that needed to get done. Either way, I was able to get a good chunk of time flying locally before I proceeded home to Missoula. It's important to plan A, B, and C, and to always be using your ADM skills to determine the best course of action to get you home the safest way possible.
One of the things that is super important to be doing post-annual, you're making sure that you're always running down your pre-flight. It's super important to be really in-depth, as always, but even more so after the annual. Now, what are some things that you should be doing and checking abnormally other than your normal pre-flight? Well, I personally like to check cowlings, right? Making sure that every screw is in, all the bolts are in, give it a good wiggle on the stress test, always checking that. Checking inside the cowling, making sure that they don't leave any rags or bolts or tools or anything like that. That's really important. The other thing that you would want to be inspecting is all the inspection panels. Make sure all inspection panels are set. You're checking the oil, you're checking the fuel, checking the caps. You're making sure that basically anything that the mechanics touch, you're going to want to double check. Now, that being said, you should be doing this kind of on every pre-flight anyway, but a more in-depth pre-flight is definitely going to be required after your annual inspection.
Obviously, the more detail you give your airplane, the more confidence you will have when flying. I recorded a really cool time-lapse home. I hope you guys enjoy.